Good morning. This is Erwin St. Rose reporting for WKEJ News in Chicago. In the business world, if you binge watch House of Cards on Netflix or save your iPhone photos to the cloud, you are fueling a boom in an obscure corner of Chicago real estate market. With more consumers streaming videos and movies on their phones and computers, companies that own the data centers where all that content is stored are coming off their best year ever. Rather than floating in the sky, the cloud is firmly rooted in the ground in fortress-like buildings like Franklin Park and Elk Grove Village. The growth of the cloud computing is helping to fill up those buildings quickly in a spawning construction wave that could add several more in the Chicago area. The first of that new wave is expected to open this summer and a former Chicago Sun-Times printing plant on the city's southwest side. In sports news, Corey Crawford came up big for the Chicago Blackhawks at United Center on Sunday, making 25 saves for the NHL, leading 7 shutout in the Blackhawks' 2-0 win against the St. Louis Blues. Crawford made 12 saves in the first period to keep the Blackhawks in the game. The Blues controlled early. Chicago took a 1-0 lead when rookie left wing Artemi Panarin scored at the 15:26 of the second. Forward Andrew Shaw scored the second goal on a power play at 4:46 of the third. Corey bailed us out a couple of times in our first period, and we didn't want to have that all game long, said Blackhawks defenseman Trevor Van Riemsdyk, who insisted on Shaw's goal. You kind of want to turn the tide there. It's just little things that everyone knows, and we just tried to focus on that a little more in the second and third. In local news, Mayor Ron Emanuel announced Sunday that a Chicago native once passed over the top cop will return to help guide civil rights reform in the Chicago Police Department. Recently retired Philadelphia Police Commissioner Charles Ramsey, an architect in the Chicago Department's community policing program, will return to advise city leaders on policies, training, and accountability when it comes to the use of force, interaction with people with mental illness, and community policy, the city said in a statement. Ramsey lost business in 1992 and 1998 to become police superintendent in Chicago. Hopefully, we will begin to make progress, make inroads, and many communities relationships are strained, said Ramsey, who grew up in Inglewood. Ramsey, 65, says he believes where manual and police commanders listen to urgency on making improvements. I would be part of this if I didn't think their efforts were sincere. Ramsey will be paid $3.50 an hour as a consultant, the mayor's office said. He plans to begin work Monday, participating in a conference call with officials in Chicago. Ramsey, who lives in Philadelphia, also plans to frequently travel to Chicago, going with police officers and members in the U.S. Justice Department. Much announced a review of the department in December in the wake of the release of the Laquan McDonald video. In world news, in a BBC interview, Mr. Ghani said ISIS was not Afghan phenomenon and its atrocities had alienated the people. Afghans are not motivated by revenge, he said. The ISIS have confronted the wrong people. Mr. Ghani also called for anti-ISIS action at a regional and international level. There's no denial that we are dealing with very significant risks, he said, during visits to World Economic Forum in the Swiss ski resort of Davos. A lot of my diplomacy has been to create this regional consensus in a region with the inheritance of previous animosities and short-sighted behavior is something that is going to require effort and focus. The U.S. State Department said last week that it has designated the ISIS offshoot in Afghanistan as a terrorist organization. It's said the group had formed in January last year. It was made up of former members of Pakistani Taliban and Afghan Taliban. In other comments, Mr. Ghani warned that if peace talks with Taliban did not start by April, the conflict would intensify with consequences across the region. Time is not a friend, he said. We all understand that February and March are crucial. In national news, the Obama administration has announced a new set of rules for government background checks, but still doesn't require a review of applicants' social media profiles, leaving the government well behind the private sector in vetting high-risk employees. With a series of high-profile bungles, the administration on Friday announced that it was changing the name of the background check investigations agency and ramping the office to which it reports. Key among those changes is giving the Defense Department, which has the biggest need for security clearances and makes up the majority of background checks, leading role in setting up and running the National Background Investigations Bureau. But the Office of Personnel Management, which oversees background checks of the Bureau's investigators, still don't have permission to delve through the social media accounts and profiles of applicants, foregoing a tool that all sides say has become more important in the 21st century. Samuel Shimuk, an OPM spokesman, said they agree on the need to look at social media, but they haven't worked out how to do that while balancing privacy and accuracy. This has been Erwin St. Rose reporting for the WKEJ News in Chicago. Have a great day. Until next time, Chicago.